going to show you quickly a very short presentation just to explain what Lean Library is. And then I'm going to show you different examples. And of course, in the end, we're going to have questions and answers session. We also do have a video on Lean Library. You see how easy it is to use. Of course, we still have some hiccups here and there, but end of the day, it's a tool that every academic or a postgraduate student, anyone at UJ should have. Okay, so I just want to know if you can see my presentation.
Yes, we can. We can see the
Yes, we
presentation.
Okay, thank you. So what is Lean Library? One of the main purposes of Lean Library is to take actually our library to our patrons. And our patrons, it's you, our users, our students, our academics. And why is that? Because you all have a different way of searching. Some of you will start from the library databases. Some of you will start from our library LibGuides that each faculty do have. And some of you, and even I'm always surprised to say, but most of you start from either Google or Google Scholar or from any other place outside the library. Our library is subscribing to such a vast journals and databases with academic information to bring to you, our users. And sometimes I'm sad that students don't use our databases. And the moment Lean Library came out 2 years ago or so, it's like, and I downloaded it on my laptop. I actually was very pleased to see that it is a tool that can link our library resources to our users, and it really can help everyone to find the right information, and most importantly, to find the full text that our library offers. So what is Lean Library? It's a browser extension. And this browser extension you need to download on your laptop or computer, and I'm going to show you how you can do it. Keep in mind that it's not available on mobile devices, only laptop and computers. And you see how many different browsers you can use. It provides seamless access to our UJ full text resources. As I mentioned, it does not matter where you are accessing. You could be in any other platform like Google Scholar, Google, PubMed, or any, like, for example, some of the academics also, what they do, they start from specific publisher. They will go to specific publisher's website and search from there. Most of you also, if you have a journal article, you probably look at the references at the bottom of the article and would like to find the full text of some of the references because the citations are relevant to your research. And Lean Library can help you actually do that. Also, it is a quick and simple access to our content. And as I mentioned, you get direct support within different websites. To summarize the benefits of using Lean Library: access anywhere, time saving. If I must tell you, there always been different ways for us to find full text. But the one that we've been using for so many years, it's like, as a librarian, I would say to my students, now go to the library website, go to A to Z journal list, search for that specific journal. Then when you get to the journal, select the year, the volume, the issue, and then find the article per page. And how many steps we need to get to that specific article, full text. And now Lean Library actually can make it more quicker, and it can save time. And even the way I'm helping my students also change. If I receive an email, say, Pavlinka, please, can you help me this article? And usually my students will give me a short reference or just the DOI, the Digital Object Identifier number, or the title of the article, and that's that. So what I'll do, because of Lean Library, I'll either click on the DOI number or copy the DOI number on any browser, and I'll get to the page where the article is. And Lean Library can help me to link if our library already have access to this article. So that's what I'm saying, time saving. And alerts and notifications, the benefits of Lean Library. You can easily create alerts on what kind of articles or on a topic you want to receive, and I'll show it to you when we are searching. And the latest one, Lean Library site, that's my favorite. Not really the only favorite, but the this one was it was developed sometime in February, beginning of the year, in the first semester. And the moment I saw this, I said, wow, this is exactly what students need, especially also the undergraduate students, because they have problem with referencing and citing. So you'll see the great benefit of Lean Library site. And I'm just want to show you this one in my slides. So the site functionality enables you to generate a reference and to copy it from the articles that you are retrieving. And also sometime in April, May, it's also cover online books. It does not open all the time, the online books, but it is almost there. Like today, I managed to actually find a reference that it was for online books. I was looking for somebody. So definitely the site option can help you to find easy reference that you can copy into your research paper, or also it is compatible with reference managers of choice like Zotero, EndNote, Mendeley. And as you know, our library, the new subscription that we have, it's for EndNote Reference Manager. Please, if you haven't done your training session on EndNote, if you're still not so sure exactly what referencing tool you need, attend some of our EndNote training session, either through the research commons, the emails that you receive like for today's workshop, or via your faculty librarians. So this is some more information on Lean Library site. It's generating accurate citation for journal articles and ebooks. And it's appear as a Lean Library pop-up. Apologies, I need some water. Okay, this is some example of get citation. So once you start searching, and with the help of Lean Library, and you get to a page Lynn Library will kick in as a pop-out on your right side. And firstly, it can get you to the full text. And once you get the full text, or even without the full text, it's going to offer to get a citation. And from here, you can select which style citation you want. I found, this is my own choice. I know each faculty has different reference citation, and this is something you need to find out from your supervisors, exactly which citation style you need to follow up. So I realized that APA, which is on Lynn Library, the first one that appears on the screen when it's open, it's actually it's the correct Harvard method. It's only little detail, like after the volume, you can have 2 dots and here it's a comma, but this is easily replaceable. But also, please, can you mute yourself?
Let me try muting them.
Okay. But also does provide the digital object identifier number. And for me, it's actually quite perfect because it's giving me exactly the journal in italics, a perfect reference styles, and what you need to do, just copy. So that's how it looks like with citation, but I'll show you just now some more. So also via the Lynn Library, we also have Cite, this option on the left side, which appears Cite.ai. So as you can see, Lynn Library, Cite AI, these are all different artificial intelligence AI tools that kick in to help you with finding information, citing information, and so on. And as I mentioned, this is our library, Lynn Library LibGuide, where you can find step-by-steps exactly what you need to do. After this session, you have a better idea, but I'll show you how you can find the LibGuide, and we can take it from there together. Or you can also scan the QR code to get to the Lynn Library. In some of our library guides also have direct link to Lynn Library on the LibGuides. So I'm just gonna stop sharing my screen. Any questions, or maybe better wait when I explain actually in live session. Let me just go and share my screen. If you have any queries, please share it in the chat if you have any questions, and I'm gonna go back afterwards. Also, I did post in the chat. Please share with me what faculty you are and your level of study. Are you masters? Are you honors? Or doctorate students, just to have an idea who is attending. So far, I can see that we have from engineering faculty, education, health sciences, humanities. I'm curious to know if there anyone from science. I'll be happy.
Am I still in the meeting?
Yes, you can. Okay. Let me share my page. Okay, so I'm gonna get you started from the library webpage. You all must know how to get to the library webpage. We are fortunate that we have our university make us very visible. So if you get to the University of Johannesburg, here is the library. Just before I move to to Lean Library, I just want to show you, I'm a librarian. I need to show you something additionally to what I'm talking. On our first page, we have many different links to different spaces, but I want to show you the library guides quickly, very quickly, from where you can go per faculty and find the guides that are relevant for your studies. So usually when you get to the first page, you click on library guides, and from here you can find different guides per faculty: engineering, education, health sciences, humanities, science. And when you click on any one, for example, if I click to humanities, you'll find our different department subject guides. So from here, you can see who are your librarians, who can help you. If you click on the different guides, you can actually find more information about library services, how to find books, thesis and dissertation, databases to search, and so on. So that's why it is very important for you to just select your faculty, and this is for Phoebe, and the different guides: civil engineering guide, or electrical or mechanical. And as you can see, how to find journals, books, and it is also Lean Library. So some of the faculties do provide direct access to Lean Library on that. Okay, so let me close these windows. Okay, I'm back again on the library website. I hope if you didn't know about the library guides, now you do. So let's move with the Lean Library. When you scroll down, you see we are bypassing now library guides, different support services, and here under library information, you can find Lean Library. So you can click on the Lean Library to get access. By the way, we have UJ Library app. Please download it. It's so nice. You can find and you can search for information, but that's another training session. Click on Lean Library. And this is our Lean Library guide. As you can see, there's some instruction on exactly how to start and a few pictures. And also this is a video which we recorded end of last year. Actually, you can hear my voice. I put together the Lean Library presentation. Please, can you mute? Okay. So what else we have on the Lean Library guide, except instruction and where to start downloading Lean Library. It's usually you can click everywhere where you say Lean Library. It's hyperlinked to the page where you can download. What else we have here if you are interested to get to another spaces afterwards? You can find all the different faculties LIB guides. You remember that I just showed you. They are also here. And also our library databases in alphabetical order. And of course, we have Google Scholar search that you can search immediately. And we have the library catalog. You can immediately start searching for books. And contact your librarian. This is very important because if you have problems with finding information or you need trainings, please contact us. We are here, we are available to help you either face-to-face or online. So from this list, which is also on the Lean Library LibGuide, you can find the librarians and you can benefit from that. Okay, let me move. So I already had the LinLibrary on my browser on Chrome, but I reinstall it. One of the benefits on LinLibrary, it's like you can install and uninstall, but usually I don't do that. Only when I need to show students how to install, then I uninstall first. So I'll click on LinLibrary either here or here, and you will be taken to the LinLibrary page. LinLibrary, it's a technology from Sage, one of publishers that we also have, Sage Journals. And from here, you can come and you can read more about the browser extension and what are the different features LinLibrary open. LinLibrary can link you also to open access content, to different features on that. But these are your browsers. So for example, if you're accessing from Chrome, like I'm currently on Chrome, I'll download on Chrome. If you do your searches on Firefox and you open Firefox, you download Firefox, Edge, Opera, or Safari. These are the 5 browsers that we have available. And you can download it on all of the browsers, depend if you're using them. I use mostly Chrome, but I also have it on Firefox, for example. So you can click on download either here, or you'll see at the top right Add to Chrome. And when you click on Add to Chrome, it's going to ask you again to say Add to Chrome. And this is the most important part. You need to add the extension. Click on Add Extension. And now what you all should do is you need to identify the university, our University of Johannesburg. So for LinLibrary to work, you need to be linked to the University of Johannesburg. So you select University of Johannesburg. From here, there's different settings that you can actually apply. Actually, so there's a select secondary institute. I haven't tried this one because UJ is my only institute, and I think it's good enough. But if some of you have another institution, other university that maybe it's also using LinLibrary, you can search and you can add to University of Johannesburg. Also, you can decide on what the text of your pop-out should be, floating button, off, on. Just play around with the different keys. I haven't really investigated. Where do you want to see the button? Usually, you can just decide as a place for you and see if it's going to work for you. Show timer and close extension automatically, and so on. You can receive, you remember I mentioned about the notification. You can control what notification you can receive. So please read this, is available. Read it when you download, read and find out what it can work for you. Integrations, you remember I mentioned the citation feature, the site, and it's already enabled here, and you can learn more about citation if you click on this. Okay, so just let me, I'm trying to move. Okay, so I'm gonna close this browser, go back to LinLibrary. Also, from here, you can find more information on LinLibrary, the windows that are opening if you want to explore it further. Okay, I'm gonna close all the different options and so on. So now that we have installed Lean Library, where we can find it, it should appear here on our top where it's all other extension. And as you can see, Lean Library, it's here. You can pin on the top and you can see it at any one time. And now I have Lean Library, and it's a Lean Library has access to this site. And it can get active at the moment you search. One of my practical advices from experience, you can still go and select, like if you want to go to different deities, Lean Library pop in. This is notification that your Lean Library is active. We have different notifications that the library is promoting using Lean Library pop-out, and currently we are promoting the transformative agreements, which is publishing in open access journals for free if you decide to select some of, like if you are at the stage of publishing article and you decide to publish open access, you can select a hybrid journal from the publishers that we have through our agreements and publish for free. But as I said, please contact your librarian for more information on that. So my recommendation was that before you start searching anywhere outside the university site like Google Scholar, firstly come to one of the library databases and just try to log in. Once you're logging on your laptop, your computer, the system is going to recognize it. And then when you start searching outside the library, it's going to be easier to link you immediately to the full text. This is my personal experience, and that's why I'm telling you this if you can actually make use. I'm currently, I think I'm logging already, but I can click on any of these databases just for me to log in to the databases. So once you're logged in, you can actually work easily. I hope you all know how to log into our databases. You're using your student number and your ULink password. Let me, while I'm here, it's not plain, but let me see if Lean Library can help me with the citation. Okay, let me click on this book. Let me see if it's going to help me with citation of this book. Let's see where it's my Lean Library. My Lean Library, it's loading. Okay, let's see. Let me refresh this page. Oh, there it is actually. Achieved. It's supposed to pop out and give me the, again, loading. If I refresh this page, I want to know now if it's going to give me the citation, the reference for this specific book, because it should be active and it should be available. So that is, it's showing that something is working. I don't know why it's not giving me access. That's one of the glitches that I say, that for some books it's going to give you the citation, but for some others it's not going to give you. So I'll leave it for now like this. Don't lose any hope in that, because it actually does work. And let's move now to explore another spaces. So if I go on Google and let me search firstly on Google Scholar. Okay. I wanted to show you on Sustainable Development Goals, but then I also tried, before we start, I said, let me just try ChatGPT in education. I don't know how many of you know ChatGPT. They've been a lot of talks on using the artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, for research, for everything. And I thought maybe it will be of interest if we search for some articles on ChatGPT in education. We can also search for other information, but something that it's across all the different faculties. So, for example, what we get when we search Google Scholar. Can you just raise hands just to see, not raise hands, but wave or react from the option react? How many of you start your search through from Google Scholar? How many of you start with Google Scholar? Just go to the react and wave or something. Wow, okay. It's a big number. Okay, thank you. Okay, so most of the time this is a familiar screen. And what are your experience? Usually, like my experience before Lean Library was that when I get here and I click on the title, it's gonna ask me to pay. Then we have different other library options that we can use. But now with Lean Library, let me just refresh my page so Lean Library can wake up and start working miracles. So date is, for example, if I want to select this 2023, and this article is on Tyler and Francis platform. Something to ask you, do you ever pay attention to who is the publisher of these articles or that you are accessing from here? One of the things is it is good if you know publishers, if you know what our library has. So sometimes if you're stuck and you cannot find the full text from here, even Lean Library cannot help you, you can always go back to the library database and say, oh, but we do have full text to Tyler and Francis. Why this article it's not available here? But also something to raise, that's why I left this page. I wanted to raise an awareness about the MDPI. MDPI is an open access publisher, and some of the journals published, it's considered predatory. Not everything. We have many researchers who are publishing in MDPI. But a few weeks back, one of my academics said, Pavlinka, I don't want my students to start search on Google Scholar because they may find some open access articles which are from predatory journals. And if you say, if you cite predatory article in your research, then it can get some complications at a later stage or so on. So just keep in mind of all the resources that you get. So now I want this article and I want it full text, and my library should have the full text. So I'm clicking on the title, and now Lean Library should kick in and connect me to the full text. If I scroll down, Dates, view PDF, and that's that. And it's because of Lean Library and Dates when it became green and blue, and now Dates. Sometimes, okay, and one of the flaws that I find, not flaws, but something that this, we already have the full text here. But somehow, sometimes it's a order now. So don't follow on this order. If you're not so sure, if something it does not open full text, which cannot mean we don't have it. Just copy the DOI number or copy the title, say, and email it to your librarian. Say, ma'am, I'm looking for this article. Somehow I cannot find it full text. Double check with your librarian before you go and order, because I don't think everything it's working specifically for this. The exceptions, let's say. But look at now. We have the full text article and we can get the citation. Voila. How quickly. And from here, you remember I mentioned to you the different style. This is APA. From here, there's a full list on, we still don't have our Harvard, UJ Harvard here, but I remember Sage people from Lynn Library, they were in our library beginning of June, and there were talks eventually for them to also have our UJ Harvard method in Lynn Library. So if I'm looking for Harvard, for example, Harvard, now immediately it's going to give me different Harvard methods. Unfortunately, these are other universities, so I did a lot of clicking, and you need to find which is the Harvard that's suiting. So that's why I said APA for me it's work. Like, what's wrong with this reference? I don't know if somebody can tell or write, but I can tell you it's missing the DOI number, the digital object identifier. Also, I don't know, interactive learning environments. We don't have volume. Maybe it's different, not scientific, really 100% articles. But yeah, I would have questioned this specific reference. Also, if you for example, if you're engineering and you need to use IEEE, you can come and date is IEEE, and immediately date is the DOI number, it's here. And it is in IEEE exactly the way it should be. And for humanities, I know humanities, you're using also APA, and APA was the first one that we search, like there's different editions. So the bottom line is, if you like writing for publication, you can actually search different journals, reference style, American Journal of Clinical Pathology. So that's what you should be using. And what you can do, you copy citation, you can open your Word document and you may use it from there. As I mentioned, the PDF, that is PDF, you can click and it's going to open the full text from you. So do you remember where we were? We were on Google Scholar, and we've been searching for that. So if we do sustainable development goals, let me just search like this. Again, Google Scholar. Deities, you have Elsevier, that's Science Direct, we have Full Text, Nature. These are all journals that we do have in the library. Also, you'll find different books, but these books are linking mostly to Google Books. If you're looking for books, you should be using either the library catalog or UGoogle. If I want this article, again, the same as the other option, I can click, and that is Lynn Library helped me immediately with the view PDF. because usually Elsevier, you're not going to find the full text freely available except if it's not an open access article. And again, I click and it's giving me the citation in the style that I want on that one. And you can copy. Okay, so now I want to show you why I'm on this page. I want to show you something else. So I'm not going to open the PDF because then you're not going to see it because I'm sharing the web. I can take you down. Let's pretend we are reading now our article because I want to find what does it say. I always suggest students look at the articles to get some ideas how they can cite, how they can use scientific language, how to arrange. So that's why it's very important once you start your research, you know, when you retrieve full text article, you can look at all the details when you're reading. And as you can see, all these citations, oh, they're very old. I didn't see how, this is 2016, yeah. It's still older article, but you can always find some new. Just let me see here if there's something new, some recommended articles.
Hi, Pavlinka. While you are at that, I see there's a couple of people that are leaving. Just to tell everyone that I have shared the register and I've pinned it at the top of the chat. I'll just share it again just to make sure that everyone signs the register. Thank you.
Okay, yes, please, guys. That is the form. It's here. Please register before you leave our session. It's very important for us to know more information about you and to come back to you afterwards and to share the presentation and the videos and the links. So let me just see if there's some new articles. Okay, this is much newer, 2019, public health, okay, relevant to this. You see, I immediately went to another article, get citation, voila, in the style that you want. So as I mentioned, if you open the PDF, you're gonna go down and you're gonna start reading, and maybe you want some citations. As you can see, it's a different reference style now. This one, it's with numbers. I think this is the Oasis that it's appeared earlier. So if I scroll at the bottom of our article now, I'm curious to see some of these other articles. So what I can do, I can click on some of the links. And because now I have Lin Library, if I have the DOI number, so do you all know what is DOI number of article or a book? This is digital object identifier that it's unique for that specific article. So that's mean if you have somewhere this DOI number in emails or this, and then you said, oh, I lost my full text, I lost my information, but somewhere in the emails you have this DOI number. You can always find it, click, and you can get to that specific article that you're looking for. As I say, you should be having EndNote, so you can export all your references and full text to EndNote, so you're not going to lose some information. So for example, if I want to get to this specific article because I think it's useful, what I can do, I click on the DOI number, or you remember, you can go to Google Scholar, and from Google Scholar, Lin Library can help you, or directly to this page. So let's see. This one is Oxford University Press article, and Oxford University Press is one of our databases. And now Lin Library should have kicked in. Date is it's a order now, but as I said, be very careful with order now, because we should have it. And here it's a PDF. Let me see if it's going to surprise me nicely that it's going to link me immediately to the full text. As you can see, it's a while we wait, we transfer it to Oxford University Press. And that's where you're linking to the full text. You remember we identify ourselves as University of Johannesburg. It did open the PDF in my box, so that is the PDF. It's also here, so you can access. Unfortunately, oh, it's actually this one. It's just opening in my box. I cannot show it to you because it's not visible to you, but that's how it's going to work. It is the whole article as well, not in PDF, sustainable development goals, and so on. So when you get here again, if you want some of these citations, you can click. It's going to get you here to the citation. You can click, for example, you said, oh, let me try. No, this one, it's not that nice. Let me click on another one. Okay, this is Nature 2016, the library. We do have full text. Let me click on Google Scholar. Here it is. Click on this one. It's a view full text. And there it is, download PDF. So that's how actually Lean Library works. And it is get citation, and you can have immediately in any style. Let me just say, I don't like this one. APA. And it is in APA Humanities. I know that all used, but as I said, even for Harvard method, the only difference is here in the comma. You have the two dots. I always forget how to say in English. Apologies. So that's how Lean Library works. This is the very basics. I don't want to give you too much information. As I said, you have the Lean Library LibGuides. You can access it through the library website. You need to install the Lean Library browser. Before you start searching, just log into any one of our databases. And I really recommend you to make use of more of our library databases, because if you start searching our library databases immediately, then half of your problems are solved instead of starting at Google Scholar or other places. Please remember that when you're starting your research, you need bibliographic databases. And Google Scholar, it's an example of bibliographic data, but on Google Scholar also, as I mentioned, you can find predatory publisher articles that you may go wrong, and many other academic books and other things. But if you use directly our databases, like Scopus, like IEEE, Engineering Village, Medline, Web of Science, there's so many bibliographic databases also on EBSCOhost. Bibliographic databases are across all the hundreds and hundreds of publishers. And immediately when you search all these individual, bibliographic spaces for different topic, different subject, you get link immediately to the full text. And that's what is actually the best. So please complement your searching by going to the LibGuide, select your faculty, go and see which are your top databases, have a training session with your librarian, and also do your Google Scholar search or from anywhere. So as you can see, it can be seamless, and there's some hiccups, as I mentioned, but otherwise, yeah, it can work well for you. So that's from me. If you have any questions directly, you can unmute, raise your hand or unmute, and you can ask me. I'm going to share in the chat the link to our Lean Library guide, so you can get started from there. Do you have any questions? Do you think it's useful for what you've seen? Somebody asking for attendance. Let me share again the link here. So if in the future you have more, this is for attendance. If you have more questions, you can talk to your librarian as well. From the Lean Library Guide, you remember you can find your librarian. You can also see different messages. Okay, thank you for your feedback. Yes, it's like, you know what, I have a long experience in my life, and I must tell you, I'm from the traditional librarian with the typewriter in the 80s, and I went through all the different stages of librarianship, and I can really tell you that these added tools that we're having in the library, like Lean Library, like you have now EndNote, you have different chat GPT, all this for citing and other tools that are constantly coming more and more. It's there to help you to do a better research. But don't undermine that you need to read. You need to find books and read on the topic that you are writing. You need to search for articles. You need to learn how to read, how to write, and to really succeed and to contact us. So, okay, thank you very much. You know what? Okay, there's just this question about how do we convert to the UJ Harvard reference. You know what? If you use the APA from Lean Library, the first original one, the APA with the DOI number, that's actually Harvard. As I say, in Harvard, just let me see if I, just let me, nope, just let me copy this one. Let me see, am I sharing? Oh, I'm still sharing my screen. Just let me close. I cannot find now the APA, but the APA citation, it's really the Harvard. You just need the comma. You can do it in with the two dots and just make use of it. We do have a quick guide to Harvard method because our main guide is still being still being developed. But just let me see quickly. I can share the link. Okay, let me just go to my guides. I know where it is on my guides better than on other guides. Okay. So that is, we do have this quick reference guide, Harvard style. If you want to consult, I can give you the link now. And from here, you can check the books, the journals, Harvard. I know that we've been updating our Harvard method, and I think it should be ready, but I haven't seen the full Harvard method. UJ Harvard, that is, I'm sharing it on the link. Okay, thank you for attending. And if you have done the registration, keep well and don't forget, contact us and attend our next training session, being per faculty or the ones that are through the Research Commons via Moodle shared to you. Okay, bye.
Thank you, bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Have a